Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Steelers of Toronto taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. And his first look is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott yet again. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Still fighting for more. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll do a nice job here just to... the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You look at the Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. The Ravens at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, report! Report! Sit up!
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On 2nd down now, Chisholm. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First carry for Najee Harris. Shedding defenders at the 15. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now 2nd and 3.
47.
Now Prescott. Complete to Johnston here. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll keep it on the ground. Chisholm, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Finding Harris over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Hey, middle. Get on.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Prescott now. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they can't bring him down. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you kick.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Through the middle of the field. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill! Then we're going to 53. What do you think?
Prescott on first down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
47. 47.
Throwing. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Ozzie,
again, Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, Pickens pulls it in. What a play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Finding Pickens for another catch. Oh, able to avoid him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go, 46. 47. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 5.
Here we go, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Yo. No, we changed it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He gets it complete to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, wide in.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, report. You got to make a move.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Steelers 49, Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Steelers 56, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. Chisholm. And now the rookie's free. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to claw one back. Tucker now to add the point after. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Play action. It's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
We're going to 53.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We'll go 47. Hey, 47.
1st down, Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the red zone now, Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Pickens. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47. Then we're going to 53. We'll go 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
that throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this. And now here is another interception. He's to the 10, and it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Houston. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Chisholm. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
13. Hey, middle. Shut up.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Down the right sideline. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 84, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Sheds off the tackle. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.